Back at it again. It's the same day. I just woke up from the trippiest ass dream, so what that's a sign of, I don't know. It was weird. I'm not even... It doesn't even deserve my words. Because my mic is on right now. I see it miserable, and I still feel sad, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna build something. Obviously, I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't force myself to build something. Clearly. So here we are, back in Doofing Stirs, Evil Incorporated, copyright, and, you know, I'm feeling more evil than he is, obviously. Or, maybe evil's not the word. Morally questionable? Maybe that's the word, actually. I'm not sure. I need to stop saying obviously, because I'm sure all my 13 people can tell what's going on. And, you know, I probably don't need that stuff ingrained in my brain. I already have enough wrong with me, but some things never change, do they? Like, I'm still here, suffering. You can't see any gestures I'm making with my arms, but they're there. Trust me. Totally. But instead of mindlessly jumping around, I feel as actually I need to throw together yet another building in order to feel valid. Because obviously, here's headache time of 0. I'm not even sure how many people see these. This isn't valid, by the way. This is what the court case was about. Let's see. Seems legit. I want this to be a building as well. As for what, I'm not sure. But I want it to be something. And that's what I'm here to figure out today. Half awake and the weekend rages on, even colder than it has. So why shouldn't I sit back and, you know, take my sadness and use it as a motivator? It seems valid enough to realize you messed up and actively do nothing about it but make a video on some other unrelated subject. It's more of a mask because, like, If anything, I just gotta go face to face with whatever shit I've been going on about, you know. Saying too much, because I really do. I don't feel like the most adept person, or rather stable. I'm not sure. I wouldn't have gone on a 30-minute tangent of self-loathing if I was perfectly fine. And I don't know. Maybe I just need to stay, like, away from people and my friends in some capacity. I'm not sure. There's some missing thing in the puzzle. Yeah. I probably shouldn't ease in. Who am I to tell? I'm fucking blind to social cues. And it's not like a bat where I have some echolocation deus ex machina, like, I can't even tell anymore. Do I hope people are fine? Yeah, but like, I don't know. Nothing feels set in stone and nothing feels salvageable. It's like a face made of clay the second someone drops it onto the floor. Nothing's stopping it from just being all smushed up and ruined. And, well, yeah, I'd rather actually try to build something this time around. So that's why, obviously, I need to stop saying obviously. Clearly, I need to find my materials. Yeah, it's... I see. I don't know what it is, but I see it now. And building, or building constructing, I don't know why they call it building a building, or why buildings are called buildings when they're already built. But I see it. I see it in my head. I've decided. And, you know, maybe... I was thinking, since there's no saving the idea of making an entrance on the slope, I just bring a sidewalk here, and you go in from there. I swear, this city is... it'll have better architectural laws than Brazil. Please don't go there. We're not trying to build houses on top of each other here. That's not the vibe I'd personally want to go for either way. Just because everything feels too cluttery. And it's not like I can just throw boxes at it and make it better. It's an inherent flaw. Such is what I have. regardless, I am going to throw this building together and make a video on it. It shouldn't be like that other building over there, which I only got half the construction of back in the beginning of Christmas break last year. You know, progress has been really stunted and slow, and it's been taken up by stuff. But I'm planning for like this is gonna be like lines. If you've ever seen I don't want to build the World Trade Center, but it's slowly going to that. Not like for any offensive reasons, but just like the lines. I feel like that's my unintentional vibe I'm getting. Sorry, ghosts of the 9/11 victims. I'm not trying to build your tower. It just turns out a lot of skyscrapers have lines like this. So does that line up? Yes, it does. Wonderful. Normally this process is something I would be completely silent in because no mic. But now that I'm expected to talk by none other than myself, I gotta just throw some filler in, see what sticks, and hope that it's not the equivalent of talking too much and making people uncomfortable and letting it just consume you. Oh, that's nice. It fits with the thing. Sick. Alright, we're covered on all four sides. People always go, Alpha, why don't you use /fill? And to me, it's like, I don't feel like memorizing coordinates in this instance. Because I also know the video is just gonna be me and the keypad for like a couple minutes at best. Like, I could do that, but also I do enough cheating in the form of the structure blocks. Even for like the multi-level thing, I just made like one thing of each. But if you have skyscrapers like the Twisty building, where every floor is indeed different, then it's like, no shit, I'm gonna have to make it the entire thing. So in some regards, like, some buildings are more deserving of being skipped than others. But like, I still try to make it come together. And they come better together than a lot of my relations. I don't know if that means anything, but of course it's just another jab at myself, I'm sure. I'm sure my future self is absolutely rolling on the floor and is totally not panicking at how much I have to say. I'm sure he's chill. I know if time travel existed, he would definitely stab me right about now. So, thankfully it doesn't. Otherwise, you know, I don't feel like living in a paradox as much as I already am. Actually, I'm feeling spruce today. Got that extra dark, sullen, somber tone to it. Then I'll figure out where to put the doors later. Now, I don't plan on building a second one of these because I'm not trying to go there. This is just a building. And planes that already exist in Minecraft, like slime block machines, those can hardly hit a building. I've tried. There's no way to attach or make the thing explode unless there's already explosives on the plane. I mean, there is like the jet fuel that was used, but also there's no jet fuel in Minecraft, and if you do hook TNT onto a slime block plane, then that's just a missile, and that's different from a plane, obviously. Clearly. So, there's not really any way to depict that if it wasn't a missile, because that or you have explosives inside the building. Because if I made a slime block machine right now, the worst it could do to a building is probably just end up pistoning through the windows or the wall and taking the blocks with it. Like, I don't think a couple thousand people are gonna die to a piston moving the wall. The logistics of it are much more different than real life, where we can't forget anything. It's kind of flawed in a way, if I might add. Andesite. Definitely. In a million years. That looks dope. Alright. Since I'm not about to just make this easy on myself and use /fill where I really should, I'm just gonna talk while I fill in the floor and then do it again, because I need to have an upper floor to copy on this template. Except, you know what, I've been getting into the habit of just making the floors rings since they're clearly not finished, and if I'm gonna be frank, hardly any interior designers that aren't me trying to not... Well, you won't catch me trying to make interiors for all the office buildings everywhere, because that's not also how skyscrapers tend to work. Usually it's empty spaces that you rent out anyways. Like, you know, condos. Apartments. Well, apartments are already pre-furnished, but I mean, like, condos, like, those are just gonna be empty. It's a straight-up house, so they just want you to buy your own shit and put it in there, like... It makes sense to not have anything in it if you want people in it, which is pretty counterintuitive, but, like, that's just how it might as well work. My little maths, I know, are right. They haven't failed me. So we have this, not sure where I'd fit a shaft or anything. Or even if I should give this a layout. I probably should. I'll give it a layout. if I'm doing this for the sake of me being stressed, why shouldn't I give it a layout? Funny how many songs there are about, like, people wanting nostalgia, and I'm actually living it. That's such a predicament. Not sure what I'll make this out of, but definitely not window blocks, because that's not how windows work. Maybe something like this. And I'll throw in my doors. Feeling pale oak. Mainly because I want an excuse to use it that isn't me replacing all my birch fences with it. Let me tell you how, like, ecstatic I've been for the fucking white wood pale oak. It's been years, literal years have come and by, you know. People have gained pennies, people have lost pennies. Time's rolled on, and to finally have white wood that is like picket fence white instead of birch off-tainted, it feels amazing. Or rather, it's much needed. The next complaint on my wish list is gonna be dark blue stairs and slabs. Since the only blue we have is like that weird teal that Minecraft loves so much with the dark prismarine and the warped wood. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like this. Minecraft has an obsession with this whole color scheme right here, I swear. Look how many stairs there are. Oh yeah, you also have the copper prismarine. But like, there's too many blocks of that nature. Not enough dark blue blocks to have stairs of. And also, where's our green wood? Bamboo on its own is just a single block. It doesn't have the versatility of stairs and slabs and fences and doors. So a green wood type is something I'm definitely restless over as well. I have to say, though, I like how this is coming together. Coming together better than a joke I was about to make twice, because I'm sure people actually do care about me, and I'm just shy as hell. And I just let things eat away at me and mask it in the form of making these videos that like 8 people will watch. But it's the thought that counts, however little there is of it anyways. There's still some amount to it, I'd say. And actually, shrink these by 3. I might as well go all in and give it a proper stairway system. Feeling good even if half awake, because I didn't expect to be making all this. But hey, it is what it is now. Maybe there's our working spaces, I don't know. I'm sure someone in the future, likely just PS user or crossplay, no one I know cares about Minecraft besides myself and the people that care about Minecraft. Much like how every 60 seconds in Africa a minute passes, and together we can stop this, because it's really just a big problem, the passage of time in Africa. I couldn't believe it either when I heard it. 60 seconds sounds ridiculous. Especially in, like, Africa, where a minute passes. Godsend to them. Or Godspeed. I don't have Google on me, so I couldn't tell you. But I'm gonna throw in the stairs. And the reason I'm awkwardly building like this again is because, yeah, I am gonna end up just copying the thing. Sadly, looks like it's gonna be this kind of stair today. Actually, I just had an idea. 4, 5. I could just offset it and actually fit the whole thing. Because I'm a bit tired of stairs with no stairs underneath. Actually, if they're gonna go there... Are 3 high ceilings just not meant for this? No, they're not. Shit. Okay. Poor man's stairs we go. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll put railings and stuff. It'll just be like every other staircase. As for if these are elevator shafts or not, I don't know. They could be broom closets. Could be, you know... Yeah, it could just be room 427 for all I know. But alas, we don't have that much rooms, and I doubt any one person in this office is going to be special enough for that kind of thing. This might as well be an office. That's the vibe I'm getting, so might as well. I hope this video didn't stretch on to like 53 minutes, or I'm gonna be so mad that the beginning of this didn't save. I'm probably gonna be even more mad at it than I am at myself already. So be warned, me of the past, or I don't know. But I'm just gonna do the magic little thing. And I'm just really hurrying up because I don't know when this is gonna ever... Shit, no, I'm wasting time. How good does that fit? Looks alright to me. This looks like a solid building. Alright, yeah. We're good. We're in business. I need to go back and just... apologize. I'd rather not just shatter my memories. I don't even know who I can trust or just have in the form of trusting. We still have a ways to go. Look at that. Yeah, we still have a ways to go. This is gonna be a chonker. Real chonker. I'm not even sure if I want to call it the chonker, because that's kind of a sad name for a building. But I am hurrying. Not much to say here besides that I'm copy pasting the floors. And yeah, there's the end. So now that that's done, the thing probably needs a roof. Outright. And the stairs need to be divorced from the floor. Means that this has got to wrap around here, and it's just got to tell the floor that it's not ready for that kind of commitment yet. Just complete separation. You know, the stairs probably told the floor that they're just friends, and this happened. But either way, I got a ceiling to put on this thing. Or rather, a roof. So, that's what I am going to do. Is put a roof on the building, because that's what you do with buildings. I would be concerned if my videos are all failing to upload right now and no one can just hear my subtle cries for help that really aren't that subtle because I keep talking about them. But it's fun to have that freedom of expression, I guess. This isn't gonna line up. This building already makes me sad. Okay. I guess we're just doing this then. Yeah, I guess we're just doing this. And is this building doomed to be another one I aimlessly jump on when I'm just talking? Probably. But at least I could say this much while building it. It would be depressing as hell if I attributed every little gain to making a build. Yeah. It just... Sorry for cutting out. I kind of just... My mind ran short for a second. I brought up the same points like 2 or 3 times in that one 30-minute video. And I'm really starting to wonder if I'm losing my marbles here. I mean, I clearly am if I'm making jokes about people not caring about me anymore all of a sudden. But I am going to stay true to my word here and put roof units where they actually fit. They're hard to fit over there on that big building. So rest assured, fans, you will get the roof units. I am not that sadistic. I will satisfy your desire for actual HVAC represented in Minecraft. And just little... I don't know if this building deserves, like, an extra layer or what. I'm not trying to give it any little top bits. And I'm gonna say this on the mic while I can. One of the buildings I should definitely make is Spook Central. It's a damn good recognizable building. You know, 55 Central Park West. That building looks sick as hell. And who knows how much worse this half-made city will be if I build it, but the architecture's on point. It's solid and was made for a whole bunch of demented reasons, but it's a solid building. And whether I put a church house next to it or not, I don't know. Rest assured, no one will step on it. Mainly because you can't do that in Minecraft. I'm just gonna fill in the floor again manually. Because clearly I've never heard of /fill in my life. And can't possibly know how satisfying it must be to write down coordinates. My experience with /fill is very questionable. Because in the applications where I do want to use it, it says I can't place blocks out of the world. Even though all my coordinates are perfectly valid. So please, if anyone wants to indulge me in a heated debate about why /fill does that, I'd love to, you know, just hit me up somewhere. Because I don't get this at all. It's dumb. I want a big plane filled out, and somehow the game thinks that I'm doing it outside of the very bounds of the world, which is utterly ridiculous. Does that look any inviting? Well, I'll throw it in anyways. Don't want birds to trip. And even my controller's out for my blood. That's okay. Because I don't want this video to be cut short. I am actively worrying about it. I should have put a timer on a Google tab somewhere so I could know when to speed this up. But I haven't, and this is all improv. Look at that. It just needs the roof units and some actual doors. And we will be in business. Yes, indeed. That one has a smooth stone roof. Yes, it does. Iron. This thing. Rails. I'm just collecting the ingredients. This probably needs some roofing units, but we'll see about that later. And that. I'm really neglecting my roofing units, huh? It probably deserves one of these, too. I'll give it the satisfaction of tower. And mangrove makes a better red than actual crimson, which is such a weird name to put for something that's not even that red. Like, it's more like a pinkish at best. It's got like that club kind of purple color, I feel. It never hit me right. At least walls and iron bars connect, so that's one thing I know isn't completely lost. The problem is that kind of looks like ass, so this is the reason my video is getting so much longer than it probably should be. I'll just leave. I don't know. I'm just not gonna touch it. I'm gonna hope it's fine and just not touch it. Because if you mess with something and it randomly works, it's best to just not touch it. Because the natural laws of whatever universe we're in say so. Just for the sake of it, really. But I am going to keep building in spite of my damn controller not wanting me to go to the right. Like, look at this. It wants this video to be longer than 53 minutes, and if the beginning then gets cut off, then it won outright. No way to tell until I hurry. Do hope the video actually gets the beginning part. And my building skills are just being hampered by my damn controller not wanting to work. I will throw in the fan and hopefully be done with this. Yeah, look how ridiculous. This thing doesn't want me to move, and I don't feel like actively trying to get rid of it while I'm recording. So it's just gonna stay and irk me. I'm so close to just... Daylight sensor, you can't go wrong. That's it, and now it just needs a door and I can actually leave. So I can hurry up before the inevitable flow of time claim. Like, look at this. The drift is off the charts. This thing does not want me to succeed. But I am fucking determined. I don't know if I'm actually gonna win this. I hope so. If I don't, I'm probably gonna look back on this and say a very loud and notable shit because it didn't load, but that's the building. Hope it's good. Bye.